Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to title screen of Spyro the Dragon, showing off that the game is actually 99% complete after beating the final boss. Even though we got everything up to that point, didn't we? So what is it that we actually missed? Why is there still a bonus episode for this project? Allow me to show you off what actually happens if you get 100% in this game. Something else will unlock. And because of the final boss, the final percent you actually cannot get before the final boss. Because as you can see, if you return to Gnorc Nexus, another dragon statue will appear. And you might have noticed there's also still one of those Gnorc statues closed. Only after beating Gnasty Gnorc, this dragon will appear, telling you to get everything else in the game. But before we actually start tackling that, there's one other thing we need to talk about, and that is art gallery. Also something that suits in the bonus episode, I think. As you may know, we've been working on getting skill points throughout this entire project. 2 pages of them, for a grand total of 14. And if you get every single one of them, you will unlock the art gallery. Of course, all of the pages individually also unlock parts of the art gallery already, but I actually planned to not show it off until getting the entire thing, so that's why we're doing it now. 14 skill points have been gotten, some of them a little bit harder than the others. And once you have them, you can actually press X on the Xbox controller to check out some artwork of this game. This first one being some official artwork for the promotion of the game, you might say. Looks really awesome. Can definitely appreciate this one. This would be something I would actually hang on my wall, in all honesty. And here we have some early artwork for the character Spyro himself. His first design process, you might say. Whenever recreating him for the Reignited Trilogy. Here's some more Spyro artwork, and Sparks is also present this time around. And here we have an art impression of a dragon statue. 80 of them we've seen in this game. Enemy artwork, also always nice to see. The Gnorcs in this case are main enemies in this game. Here's some artwork of the fools that we actually met in Dreamweaver. Giant Pansy, Armored Horror, and Demon Dogs. Also from the Dreamweaver's world. Here's the first boss of the game. Remember this guy? Toasty. Second boss and the third one in one artwork set. Dr. Shemp and Blowhard. And this is some artwork for Metalhead. I'm not too sure if this is actually the final one you get for the first unlocked set. No, I think this one is also still part of it, because there's still bosses in this one as well. Jacques and Gnasty Gnorc. So the first 11 are probably the first set. And these are part of the second set. Dragon artwork. These ones from the Artisan's homeworld, Delbin and Gavin. Remember them. Here's 2 others. And these 2 are from Peacekeepers, Trondo and Boris. 2 Peacekeeper dragons, Magnus and Conan. Next up, Magic Crafters dragons, Xander and Jarvis. Here's 2 more, Lucas and Eldred. And then we move on to Beastmakers, Cyprin and Bubba. And here's 2 more, Damon and Zeke. Dreamweavers actually gives us Capano and Revilo, who looks more like a snake in all honesty. And we have Unica and Mudada, the guy who loves fairies so much. And that's all. Not extremely important, I know, but still part of the game, so allow me to show it off. And with that we can actually continue with finishing the game entirely. Let's go talk to Magnus again for the big reveal.
Gnasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Gnasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will only open if you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
Ooh. And you, sir, are my 100%. I'm in the money. Unlock Gnasty's loot is the achievement for Gnasty's world. And now the final dragon has been obtained. The game is 100%. But if you've missed something else, this will not unlock. Only after getting every single gem, every single egg, and every single dragon, you will find Gnasty's loot as the bonus stage of this game. The 12,000 gems, the dragon's head as a treasure, is not enough. There's actually more to find in this game. Let's go put our total over 12,000 by doing the final stage of the game, Gnasty's loot. A stage that actually works a lot different compared to what we've seen earlier. A little bit hard to explain, but allow me to try. In this stage, we actually have infinite flight. But not in the sense that we can actually go as high as we can, like in the speedway stages. We can fly, like in the speedway stages, just not above certain altitudes. Allow me to show you. If we start flying, we actually cannot go above this point. We can press A all we want. As you can see, we will not go higher. And that is actually going to be the gimmick for this stage. We need to fly to places that are on the same altitude, and then find a way to get higher and higher. While of course collecting Gnorc's treasure. And fun fact about that, there's a lot of that. 2,000 gems. Forget about 500 gems that we saw in some of the stages. And this one actually has 2,000. But most of them are actually going to be yellow and magenta gems, and therefore it's going to go by relatively quick, so don't worry. This is still going to fit in one episode, I'm pretty sure. Let's first get all of the gems that are on this altitude, because we cannot go any higher yet. First we need to focus on this area. There's nothing down here, so let's go to the other side. It's also where our next step is going to be. No, thank you, camera. Ooh, look what we have here. Another thief. This one carrying another key. So remember that keyhole. Let's go grab you, sir. Nope. Let's crash into the staircase. First, let's get all the gems here. No, you don't have to run away yet. I wasn't after you, sir. At least not yet. Now I'm ready for you. Oh, you're just going to run around this thing. You are going to do that quite quickly, it looks like. Now, I am catching up, so... slowly. Yeah. Nope. Dang it. I actually managed to run past him. Yeah, then he starts turning around, obviously. There you are. My key. And the key is actually what we need in order to progress in this stage. Because take note on what happens the moment we unlock a door. The staircase pops up behind it. And therefore increasing our altitude, which we are allowed to fly in. Something we're only allowed to actually improve further if we get another key. But this time around we are actually allowed to fly higher. However, we once again bump into an invisible wall, as you can see. So we need to use our new obtained height in order to find another key. Which is actually right over here. In this grassy area in the west. First we're going to obtain all of the gems here. Already above 400, so definitely making progress. Yeah, that should be everything, so now we are ready for you. This one was a lot easier than the previous one. Let's get the chests down here. Pretty sure that's everything we can get up to this point, so let's go make our way to the next door. So we can start flying even higher. And I hear an airplane. Yeah, indeed. That is indeed what I was hearing. We'll be taking a look at you later, sir. First I want to know if there's anything hidden up here. Yeah, there's a couple of gems. Nothing too important. Let's destroy you, because you obviously have the next key. Oh, reinforced chests are also a thing here. It's probably something we need to take a look at next. Next staircase has popped up, therefore increasing our invisible ceiling. We can fly even higher, and therefore reach the top of these buildings. And yes, all of these buildings will have fireworks on them, which we are going to use in order to get all of the reinforced chests in this area. What a surprise! Doing the first one will actually lead you to the second one. Oh, yeah, indeed. Was thinking it was going to the right for a moment, but it still didn't. But we are still going to the right, because there's another firework over here. Bam! And there should be one more. This one. Leading to the reinforced chest at the locked door. That should put us around 900. This should put us over 900. And it will also lead us to the eastern corridor. The lava corridor. Where actually another airplane is flying around. Which needs to be destroyed in order to obtain a key. Not too sure if you can actually get this guy in opposite direction. I can remember doing this the first time he actually turned around the moment I tried, so... In that case I will just simply chase him normally. If you actually cut corners, you should actually be able to catch up with him. Yeah, there we go. Took a little bit longer than I thought it would. But here we go, let's turn around. Get to the platform again, because we already saw where the next locked door is. Right over here. There's just a single yellow gem here and nothing more. This room is only meant in order to increase the invisible ceiling, which limited our flight. Now that we have maximum flight, we can actually reach the highest ledge in this level. Make sure there's nothing we've missed. It does not look like it. So let's go to the final platform of the game, where the final return home portal is. But there's also still a corridor behind it with a lot of magenta gems. And also the room where we actually saw Gnasty Gnorc for the first time in the opening cutscene of this game. His little hidden retreat, you might say. And there's also a couple of funny little word puns here, I think. You can take a look at them. Patience is for dragons. Knowledge is the power to turn dragons into crystal. Yeah, you might say that. Imagination rhymes with devastation. And confidence. There's nothing standing between you and your goal, but a little tiny purple dragon. And I think I also know what the little tiny dragon is called. Here's another one. Practice. It's not about being the best. It is about destroying everyone else. That would automatically make you the best. Let's go get the final gems in here. We are done. Can't make anything more out of it than this. All of these firework crates actually contain the final gems in this game. Getting the final achievement of Spyro 1 Hoarder. Collect all of the gems in Gnasty's loot. And that actually concludes the game fully. 14,000 gems. The maximum we can get in Spyro the Dragon. Let's go tally them up for the grand total. And check out the bonus cutscene that it unlocks.
Spyro the Dragon, you've defeated Gnasty Gnorc, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with Gnasty Gnorc and his weird minions.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Gnasty, in spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh. we go again!
Yeah, Spyro. Whoever said you were done? But don't worry, even though the cutscene actually implies there's more nasty Gnorc stuff, this is just a joke. The second game will actually have a different story. But there definitely is going to be a second game. And this has been it for the first one. The still pretty basic and also pretty simple formula of the Spyro franchise, if I need to be honest. Eventually it will get better. And this is just the first step in what would later become a pretty interesting formula. Let's go check out our grand total. 80 dragons, 12 eggs, 14,000 out of 12,000 gems. And game total 120%. The maximum you can actually get in the game. So, let's go close off. That is everything we can do in this game. Spyro Reignited Trilogy has been completed for the first part. Spyro the Dragon at 120%. But you can also clearly see there's 2 more games that are parts of this compilation title. Spyro Ripto's Rage and Spyro Year of the Dragon. The second and third Spyro games. Both of them will also be covered in this project, but like I promised, first a brief pause. A couple of other projects will come in between. And after a couple of projects, whenever I feel like it again, the Spyro Reignited Trilogy will move on to Spyro's second adventure, also present in this game. Thank you all for watching this first sub-project at least. The first Spyro game not in my possession, but I am able to play this compilation title. Still learning about Spyro the Dragon. Just in a beautiful HD coating for me. Because I actually never owned the original and I still don't know why, if I need to be honest. For some reason I just never came around to it. But the moment I was able to actually get the Spyro Reignited Trilogy in my possession, I did not hesitate for a moment. And I don't feel sorry that I did, because I definitely enjoyed the first 2 games so far. The second game even more than the first one, so you can look forward to that. That's something I can already give away. The second game takes the formula of Spyro and expands it even more. And for the better, because the second game was way better. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next time when the project continues. And of course in all of the other projects I'm going to throw up on this channel. Treecks out! See you folks next time.